Hey folks, Dino here again. This time I thought we'd take a look at the newest New York Comic Con reveals for this year. There's a few surprises and a few reveals. Yeah, let's just get straight into it, shall we? With the main event. This is Namek Saga Vegeta. Um, Obviously, thanks to Toy Arc for the pictures of the event. But yeah, I really like the look of this. He's not quite a 3.0. A lot of people are calling him that, but he isn't. Kind of surprisingly, they're still using the original mold. He's just been tweaked somewhat. I mean, it's fair enough. The Vegeta body is still good, and they have updated the upper torso, as opposed to the Saiyan Saga Vegeta that we got years ago. But yeah, another picture of him. The hilarious thing about this is every single posed figure, whether it be the official promo images or the ones at the convention, not a single one of them has the armor pads on the shoulders correctly posed. They all look off in some way, which I think is bonkers. But yeah, even though it's a remold, like the portions and such do look like early Namek Saga Vegeta. Like honestly, I really like the look of it. Especially the brand new head sculpts. They're finally moving away from the god awful ones we've had since the inception of the line. But yeah, also proves that he does come with a scouter, which is fair enough. He did wear it at the start of the Namek Saga. And here we have the official promo images. As you can see, the shoulder pads are totally out of whack. But yeah, the faces look really good. It's a shame they got the intern to do every single pose and picture for this guy. But yeah, I really like the goofy over the top yelling face that he seems to have. But yeah, moving on. This is the other reveals which we got, which is Trunks and Pan. Surprisingly, well, I mean, it was kind of hinted at when they announced the Kid Goku, the GT Kid Goku. I mean, this is literally the GT trio for the first half of the show. So yeah, I don't mind it, especially if it means even better Trunks faces. Which, I mean, come on, you can't tell me this is why we didn't get a smirking face. The future Trunks, like, come on, Tamashi, like, that's so obvious. It's it even looks like the same face sculpts. So my best guess would be those faces will fit future Trunks when it releases. But yeah, was never really a massive fan of this look for Trunks, but then is present Trunks after all. The vest underneath looks suspiciously like future Trunks's. Just a look at a glance. You can see the same sort of creases on the stomach section. So I think they may have just reused that base body. I mean, it is a really good body. I'll give them that. But yeah, as for Pan, Pan looks decent. I never really liked Pan in GT, but I suppose she'll do. Like, I never liked Pan as a character, surprisingly. I mean, I never reviewed the superhero version, starters. That should tell you all you need to know. But yeah, I'll get this version because it is more iconic to the show for GT. So yeah, decent reviews. No release dates for these two. Vegeta does have a release date. I kind of panicked when I thought my local store had already sold out of them, but they just hadn't put the pre-orders up yet. So yeah, he's between July and September next year. No one's really sure when the actual time is. Yeah, they were also showing off the new Namek Goku 0.0, and yeah, he's looking as good as ever. I can't wait to get my hands on him. Honestly, the bulk of this guy, I'm really this guy's look. But you can't tell me like Demon Ico Fit weren't using this mold when they came up with the UI Goku. But yeah, another picture of him here with a sort of smirk when he knows he's got Frieza beaten. Really like that hair. It's spiky, but it's more flowy, more like the original Namek Saga look for him. So yeah, and surprisingly, they unveiled a God Goku, which looks pretty much identical to the one we originally got. But he does have like an extra subtitle to himself, saying God of Virtue. So I'm guessing, hoping and praying that this guy is a regular release. He's a reissue with a more accurate colours. Because of course the original one had the yellow colour scheme, and then they had the event exclusive version last year. Was it last year? Either last year or the year before, where it was more accurate colours, but he had the see-through hair. But yeah, also looks as if they've slimmed down his arms finally. You can see just there. I'm really liking the colour scheme of this guy. He looks much closer to what he should have. The faces don't look any different. Looking off to the side, but it's the same sculpt. But yeah. And finally, we got a sneak peek at what the Ultra Instinct Goku Toyotaro version is looking like. Yeah. I like the look of this reissue. The hair is much more in line with both how it looked in the anime and more so in the manga. Sort of sticking up a lot more. And the face, at least the one we've seen here, looks amazing. Like, they've done this reissue proud. Only thing I'm not too thrilled about is the very light coloured gi. But then, that's to be expected. This is manga inspired figure. So yeah, you can be sure I have already pre-ordered this. Definitely be a review once it comes out. And it comes with an encyclopedia of every single Figuarts that's ever been released. So that'll be a fun read. But yeah, guys, that will do it for this, I suppose, talk about the New York Comic Con for 2023. So yeah, until next time, guys, see y'all later.